I'm not sure why I keep booking these early flights when I get to our destination and I'm exhausted. My friend and I are staying at this apart hotel in St. Paul's Bay for the next few days in Malta. Not gonna lie, it's a nice property, but the only reason why we chose it is because of this rooftop pool. Look at that view. First impressions of Malta. It's hot. Currently like 31 degrees. It's quite diverse. We've met a couple of Asian people who are black. We've seen other black people and it's hot. Don't worry guys, by the end of this trip, I'll definitely have a lot more to say than it's hot. So stay tuned. By the way, I'm doing a trip with a really good friend, but for her privacy, I will not be showing her face, but we're still gonna have a good time. So we've gotten ready for dinner. We're doing our first night at a really cool place that everyone raves about in Malta. Hence why I'm dressed so nicely. It's nice to start with a bang, though neither of us are like people that go out or anything like that. So we're just going for dinner at a place called Cafe del Mar. So we're starting the trip with a bang and using our first morning to explore Mdina. It's an Asian city, but if you're like, I feel like I've been here before, then you may recognize it from the Game of Thrones because they shot a lot of scenes here. There's churches and alleyways.
He's like, if you don't clear up, I'm gonna scratch your eyes out.
Wow, after that incident, I had to nurse my imaginary wounds with some nice tea and cake. Oh my god, what the heck? So we are leaving the silent city. It's so busy and it's only 11 o'clock right now, so I'm really glad we got here at 8 a.m. to kind of see it when it was really quiet and beautiful. Highly recommend. It's getting hot, so we're heading to the beach. We all hate a bit of rain on a holiday, so I was panicking, but then it cleared up and we were able to enjoy the beach. This is such a lovely beachfront restaurant. It has good reviews on Google, even though we're currently the only people here, so maybe you feel like, is this place popular? Maybe it's not that popular, but they do have good reviews. I'm drinking Kinney. Kinney is like their version of Coca-Cola. I've tasted it the first day we came and we went for like a quick lunch, and it doesn't taste the exact same as Coca-Cola, like it's similar, but it's not the exact same, but it does look the same color. Let me show you. Okay, so tried it again. It definitely tastes like citrusy, and I've just read the can and it's orange and aromatic herbs, so that makes sense of why I'm tasting a lot of citrus in it. So it's quite sharp compared to like a normal Coke, but it's nice. I think I need a little bit of ice, but so we're here at Valletta waterfront, and one of the cool things to do here is to get a little boat ride to the three cities, which is like nearby like Asian cities. But the boats look so cute. You can get a ferry, but we're going to try and get like a boat that looks like a gondola. I'll show you. After a 5-minute taxi, we arrived at one of the three cities, Virtuo. We did walk around for a little bit, but there wasn't really much to do outside of the harbour, so we got another taxi back to Valletta. You can find the water taxis by the bottom of the Baraka lift, which also took us up to the Saluton battery in time for the 12 p.m. canyon.
Moving on! Fire!
That canyon was so loud. Imagine being down by the water, we're like, what's that hitting me? To avoid FOMO, we had to check off a must-do thing in Valletta, which is visiting St. John's Co-Cathedral before heading to lunch at a social media viral spot. I did a taste test for you guys, and I have to say, the lasagna at least is really good. It's actually too much, so I actually took half of it home with me. Valletta is beautiful, and I hate to sound like an echo, but wow, it's so hot. So we had to go somewhere to swim. I had seen this spot on social media, and it apparently became super popular because an old guy and his dog would like jump in every day. Now everyone jumps in. These people are absolutely crazy. I'm not jumping in. I'm hot, so I'm gonna use the ladder like a normal human being. I'm so happy our room has a little kitchen. It's actually very well equipped. We even have an oven in here. It just meant that I could take away my food from lunch. I definitely was not gonna finish and not waste it, because I just like warmed up in the microwave and had a little early dinner, because I'm gonna eat again. But I always say calories do not count when you're on holiday, okay? No bad energy here. I'm talking about bad energy. When I was eating, I got some relatively negative news. I don't know what it is, but I feel like when I'm traveling, that's when the bad news comes. I never get bad news when I'm at home. Okay, maybe I do, but like, I do feel like it's when I'm abroad, that's when the enemies in my life, the evil eyes, wanna do something to bring me down. But yeah, I just had a conversation with someone from back home, and something that I was really looking forward to next month. Looks like I may be pulling out of it for reasons out of my control, which is really sad to hear. But I'm really glad we're here in Malta. So far, so good. I feel like we've done a lot of Malta itself, but Malta has a lot of neighbouring surrounding islands, which are all part of Malta too. And I've actually heard that the extra islands are like more beautiful than this island. So I'm really excited. The next 2 days we're going to be exploring Camino and Gozo. Camino has the Blue Lagoon, which people rave about. When I was coming to Malta, that's the one thing I knew before I did my research, that there's a Blue Lagoon, the bluest water. And then Gozo. Some people, I had a friend tell me that she came and she spent more time on Gozo than she spent on like Malta proper. So that is really, really interesting. So I'm excited. You know when you go somewhere and it's low-key a tourist trap. So I had read that the Blue Lagoon is like one of the most beautiful places in Malta, but it's becoming a bit of a tourist trap because there's like unregulated numbers of people that come here, and so the reviews on Google are like, it's beautiful but it's like overcrowded. So I was like, I really want to come because look how clear this water is, but I didn't want a situation where like we come and it's like you can't even enjoy it because there's too many people. So I was like, we need to get the earliest option and get here as early as possible. But a lot of the tours I was seeing, it was like you kind of leave and get here for like 10 a.m, which I know is not early enough. So I looked into it and I was like, instead of doing a tour, which is what most people do, we could just get a normal ferry, like a passenger ferry that like, I don't know, a local would take between the islands in Malta and stop here and come early. And the earliest ferry we could take was 8:40, but I told my friend, let's leave the hotel early, get here early. I'd rather wait for the 8:40 boat just in case one, like it gets full and we miss it, or like two, leave early. Guess what? When we got here, it was half full. Meanwhile, we got here at 8 and it was meant to leave at 8:40. So I was like, wow, everyone had the same idea. But it also left early, so we actually left around like 8:07. So we must have got here around, I would say 8:30, 8:35. It's now just before 10, and let me show you the massive boat that's rocked up. Hello. How big is that boat? As you can see, it didn't stay empty for long, and then it got really crowded and we wanted to leave, but not before getting the iconic Blue Lagoon pineapple. Trust me, this is the best way to drink a pina colada. Back on Malta, we decided to have a nice dinner at this restaurant that my sister recommended. They've been open since the 60s and they serve traditional Maltese food, including cactus alcohol cocktails. Honestly, I don't even know how much alcohol the waiter thought I could consume. Now, don't cancel me, but we also had rabbit. For our final day in Malta, we booked a Jeep tour on the island of Gozo. The first place our guide took us to was this cave, and this is how I know we had made the right choice. You can't miss this in Malta.
Okay, so this is this lovely little square.
Just finished lunch and getting some cash before we head back onto our Jeep tour to explore the island. Impressions of Gozo, it feels like Malta, but even more Maltese. I feel like these are maybe where a lot of Maltese like to hide, because it feels a lot more like traditional. There's a dog barking at me right now. That's nice. But yeah, the sun is zapping my energy as usual. Yeah, it's cute. One thing I loved about Gozo is how out of this world the landscapes look here. Like these salt pans. There's also a ton of culture. I of course tried some local delicacies.
Chicory and cloves. Yeah. Let's focus. Like 7.
This is actually nice.
Yeah, let me step back.
That's so nice. I like it. I want one more. I want to take one more. Our guide even showed us a beach she loves going to that not a lot of people know about. And she was right, it was a great hangout spot. I can't believe summer is coming to an end, but it's experiences like this that I'll remember.